Just give it a moment. All right, and we are live. This is awesome. And I could stop sharing the screen and you guys can see the video. All right. And I can also hear myself. Let's rock. What's up, Marky? How are you? I like the glasses. They're looking good. I'm back home in Toronto, and the best part about being back home is being with the team. I miss Marky, Victoria, Azalea. You know, it's lonely out there in California by yourself. I made it home safely, got in last night. I had a great time in California, spent a lot of time with my good friend Anthony. We talked trading and we hung out on the beach. Got a pretty nice tan. As you guys can see, look at this. I told you guys I could tan. People said you always get burned. It started as a nasty burn, then it worked to a tan. So a really fun time hanging out with Anthony. Shout out to his family, Heather, awesome wife. She's a really nice lady, and they're beautiful kids. Had a really cool time just chilling with them at the pool. Great family. Anthony, Sam, Frank, and Vinny, howdy. You guys, hope you're having a good time out in California. Safe flight home. Let's kick off the morning market update today. We got a lot of things to talk about. Okay, first and foremost, former Fed chiefs send a plea for central banks' independence. This morning, there was a Wall Street Journal open editorial article that was released, and this is what they said. Paul Volcker, Alan Greenspan, Ben Bernanke, and Janet Yellen say the Fed should be free from short-term political pressures in response to what Jerome Powell has been dealing with Donald Trump's involvement. And it's kind of like having your boys come to your rescue. All right, very clearly, Jerome Powell's doing his job and making policy decisions and guiding the Fed, and he's getting some external pressure. It's nothing new. Presidents are always involved and want to be involved in the Federal Reserve monetary policy process, but they shouldn't, not publicly at least. But in the back and behind the scenes, you bet every other president's tried to sway and influence the Fed as well. All right, so that's pretty interesting. They said it's critical to preserve the Federal Reserve's ability to make decisions based on the best interests of the nation, not the interests of a small group of politicians. The former central bankers put that together collectively, all of them, all pretty much everyone that's alive that used to be a central bank head or Fed chairwoman, chairman has signed off on this message pretty much to the market. And more importantly, the Trump administration. It's interesting. All right. The People's Bank of China last night took steps to stabilize the yuan. That's what caused a lot of the market sell-off. The yuan being pegged below 7.0 was a response to the 10% tariffs on the new $300 billion worth of goods. So China responded that way and decided to halt imports of agricultural products to the United States. All right, that caused the market to panic a little bit yesterday. Yesterday, into the close, there was 1 billion notional value worth of market orders to sell. All right, these are called the MOCs, markets on close, and they were hitting the sell side pretty aggressively. The market literally dumped hard into the close. Today, it's turnaround Tuesday, and we're expecting to see a little bit of rally. The rally has already happened overnight. I think there's going to be a little more continuation to the upside. But the beginning of the week and on Sunday with our subscribers, I told them, look out. I think the market's going to dump this week. Yesterday in the morning, I told you guys not to buy the futures market, just keep selling. And we did really good. I personally had a great day yesterday. It was a phenomenal opportunity. Our room was 84% green. 84% of people trading with live capital made money yesterday. And it was a really good number to see. I almost cried. I was drying eyes out in LA. All right. The Chinese rate yesterday floated back above the 7.0. All right. So basically, they've taken some corrective action. People's Bank of China, at least temporarily. They've maintained the stance that they're not manipulating their currency. They're simply allowing it to float freely with what the market sees. All right. Late yesterday, the U.S. Treasury Department labeled China a currency manipulator officially for the first time since 1994. All right, which opens the door to new sanctions and more aggressive actions in a situation that's already pretty high tension. So interesting stuff going on. I think based on the situation today, we get a relief rally. You pop up a little bit, and then we continue lower through the rest of the week. All right, somebody on YouTube commented the market hasn't crashed. All right, pretty interesting comment considering it's down 8%. And yesterday we were just hammering the shorts and had a great opportunity. You know, we're not calling a market, we're reacting to it and making money. To me, it doesn't matter where it goes or where you think it's going to go. It matters what you do about it. That's where the money's made. All right, because what's somebody with an opinion, an analyst? That's not a trader. A trader executes on that opinion, and that's a much harder task. All right. Plus, opinions in this world are the cheapest commodity there is. All right, video game makers down. Now let me give you some more opinions. Video game makers are down. Gun stocks are up after Donald Trump's address. He said we must stop the glorification of violence in our society. This includes gruesome and grisly video games that are now commonplace. Activision Blizzard gets hammered down 6% on the news. EA Electronic Arts down 4.6%, and Take-Two slipped 5% lower. All right. Firearm stocks, on the other hand, saw a little bit of a rally, I guess because they escaped the blame. Like, yeah, it's the video games, it's not the guns. And outdoor brands and Vista Outdoor are both down 2%, or sorry, up 2% rather. So that's an interesting reaction on Donald Trump's press conference yesterday when he addressed the nation on the 2 mass shootings on the weekend. Our heartfelt condolences go out to everyone. I can't speak this morning that's affected by this senseless tragedy. Honestly, it hurts to see that kind of stuff. But hey, you know, I think that here's the thing as well. I think that, and this is something I pull from my wife's grandmother. She's like, it's so bad in Toronto where I live. There were 2 shootings this weekend, by the way, in my neighborhood. So yeah, it's not great. It's not that I live in a bad neighborhood. There's just an event that caused some commotion. We had a lot of tourists and visitors that came into Toronto for a festival. But anywho, what I'm saying here is we tend to see events and we're exposed to them more globally. So we think there's more crime, but crime rates have actually gone down in most parts of the world. Right. So, but because we see the news travel worldwide, we didn't used to know of all these crimes until social media spread. And now you know what's happening literally on the other side of the world. You say, wow, there's so much crime. You're just seeing more of it. Crime rates for the most part have gone down in most areas. That's not true for every area, like Chicago, right? Where our good friend Anthony's from. I told him that when he left Chicago, crime rates are probably going to go down. All right. Former Fed chief pleas for central bank's policy. We covered that already. So that's what we got in today's market. Look, we don't have too much crazy stuff going on. I think it's appropriate for the market. Take a little bit of breather, run up a little bit, take out some short sellers that got jammed up in the lows, and then see if we continue to the downside starting tomorrow. So today's bias is start to look for a long position early on and then reverse that to start hitting some shorts in the afternoon. And obviously, if we open weak and continue weaker on high volume, then we're going to flip to the downside, start selling this thing again. All right, in today's markets in Asia, Japan's down 0.7, Hong Kong's down 0.7, China's down 1.6. In Europe, at midday, London's up 0.1%, Paris is up 1 percentage point, Frankfurt's up 0.6. In the United States, Dow and S&P up 0.8%, Nasdaq's up 1 whole percentage point. Strong overnight rally after dumping yesterday into the close. Crude oil is up, gold is flat and holding on to its gains. Bitcoin's up 4%, over 12,000 now. And on today's economic calendar at 10 a.m., we have JOLTS, job openings, and labor turnover survey. We have the latest look at the employment situation taking place, which is directly going to feed into the Federal Reserve monetary policy expectation. So that's an important event. 1 p.m., we have result of a $38 billion 3-year note auction. And 1:05 p.m., Fed's Bullard speaks on U.S. monetary and economic policy. So pretty light economic calendar today, and in fact for the rest of this week. But the Fed's Bullard speaking will have some volatility in the afternoon, and JOLTS will cause a jolt in volatility this morning. So that's what we got for today's session. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Starting off looking for some dip buying opportunities, and if we start to break below key support structure, then obviously we got to start joining on the short side. I think the short is the next big move once again. I just feel that we're going to have to take out some short sellers first. We're going to have to rally up. So as a day trader, the beautiful part is you could start and you could actually make money in counter trend moves, all right? And pretty with high probability if you find the right areas. So today we're going to start with a bullish bias, and then if it gets bearish, we'll reverse it in the trading room. We're very good and malleable that way, all right? Don't live and die by your bias. The market doesn't, you don't make money when the market does what you want it to do. You make money when you follow what it's doing and execute your plan. All right. You guys take care. Have yourself a phenomenal rest of your day. Mercedes-Benz just called me. That was pretty quick. Dropped my car off for service this morning and they just called me back. It's probably good news. Got to fix 3 million things on it. Yeah. Brake job, $7,000. So you go when you have ceramic brake discs. All right, guys, take care. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Manage your risk at Trade Pro, and don't do anything crazy out there. All right, start off slower and adjust to volatility. It's always the best way to do it as a professional trader, rather than starting out expecting a huge move and nothing happens. See you guys tomorrow. 3 million contracts traded yesterday on the S&P 500. Let's see what we get today. Have a great rest of your days. Let me turn around, open the trading room, set some levels and trade ideas. Thank you, and have a great day. Goodbye. All right, trade pros in the room. We're getting a little bit of a rally this morning. A little bit's an understatement. Actually, it's rallied quite a bit, but we're up into some key resistance structure. There's one level here that if we break, we're gonna make a significant move higher. Oh, sorry guys. You guys couldn't see the video camera. I'm trying something new because YouTube starts out with, started changing things. As soon as you pick up something on YouTube, they go ahead and change it. So they changed the way the events are streamed, and now I can't start the stream today for the first day. So I'll figure it out for tomorrow, but you couldn't see my face. It's clean shaven, it's tanned, and it looks good. All right, you guys take care. Have a good day. Bye. Let me go ahead and